Farmers are facing a number of challenges. The world as a whole needs more productive land for providing food. I mean, the whole food system is really struggling in a lot of countries right now. And at the end of the day, what we want is every acre to be more productive.
One of the things I didn't really understand until I got here was how much the global population is affecting the planet and how much the world needs more sustainable sources of food.
Cibus is an agricultural biotechnology company that produces products with really amazing characteristics for that whole channel from farm to food. We are essentially trait developers. We're developing new characteristics in all the major crops of the world.
Cibus's technology is really to make precise spelling changes in DNA.
So our technology is called the Rapid Trait Development System, or RTDS. It takes what nature would do over centuries and make it happen in weeks or months.
We look into how we can solve the problem that we have in agriculture, how we can get a plant that was non-existent, how can we get a trait into a plant that we like and get it out into society.
We have introduced these new traits to croplands without introducing any foreign DNA. What we do here is using the cell's natural DNA repair systems to introduce spelling changes in the DNA code.
You look at one of our plants versus a plant that might have evolved in nature, you would not be able to tell the difference between the two.
Cibus really has the ability to add traits for weed control, for healthier oils, for disease resistance that will really provide the best fit crop for a region.
The first thing we say to farmers, what are the constraints to your production? And the constraints are usually, they've got disease issues, climate's changing, they're worried about their soil, and we can address all of those.
Today, we have an herbicide resistance product called SU canola that allows the farmer to use less weed control on their crop. The farmer can spray the entire crop with an herbicide and the weeds will die, but the canola plant or the crop won't. It sounds counterintuitive, but that's actually very good for the environment, because what happens now with many crops is there are multiple sprays, multiple applications of herbicides, which means there's the possibility of more herbicide in the environment, more runoff in the environment.
What we are doing here is going to benefit so many people, especially in the developing world also. I'm coming from Colombia. The struggle of small farmers and the agriculture in developing world, and how it requires some input and the improvement of the crops and conditions so they can have food for feeding themselves.
So our technology and our company provide innovation for farmers. So there is a lot of customization, and we're the only ones that can do that.
Our human population is increasing and there's a demand for food. The sooner we can get a trait into the market, the sooner we can get plants that are either drought tolerant or tolerant to insects, the better it is for us, because that will at least guarantee a source of food for humans.
We work really closely with regulators around the world. It's very favourable because we're working with stuff that's indistinguishable from what occurs in nature. And they're classified as non-GMO, but we still go through the normal regulatory processes that are in place for food safety.
We have the opportunity of taking crops that haven't been improved for a long time and adding improvements, whether they're for the farmer, the processor, or the consumer.
The innovation of biotechnology into our food supply, that's kind of what got me into plant sciences in the first place.
We are faced with a crisis on this planet. We need crops that are healthier, that are hardier, that are more sustainable to help feed the world.
We stand on the shoulders of everybody else. I see myself as a chaperone of a technology, and everyone's really excited to see what we can do next.